This is a reckless creation.
Violation.
When we at Betty Ross Elementary, this is where it all started, right here in 5th Ward, in between Collinsworth and Cavalcade, man. Yeah, there used to be some buildings right here back in the 90s. They done changed up a whole lot. Man. It's crazy seeing life come full circle. Hey, who is that boy? That boy live, man, right here. We on the north side, 5th Ward, Cashmere Gardens, man. Betty Ross Elementary School. That's where it all started. That's where I went to elementary school at 3rd, 4th, 5th grade in the hood. The pops used to bring me all the way from the east side. We swing through here, drop me off right here. That's why I come to school. I walk through that gate right there, cafeteria right there, to uptown on the north side, man. Yeah, man, a lot of the stuff done changed over here since the 90s, you feel me? They put this gate, this fence, all this stuff, this wasn't here. You could literally just walk from the freeway to wherever you coming from, right up to the school. You know, times was a whole lot different. One thing I could say about 5th Ward schools is HISD period, you know, rocking the uniforms, the khaki. The teachers was great, you feel me? They wanted everybody to succeed. Either they didn't want to see you again, or they actually cared about you making something out yourself. They didn't want to see you fail the same grade, you know, growing up in HISD. Hey man, I remember September 11th, 2001. I was right here when we got the news that, you know, there was terrorist attacks on the World Trade Center. It kind of like impacted a whole lot. Back then, we wasn't big on cell phones. Somehow I got the word from my auntie, oh, we gonna be there to pick you up. People was pulling up, picking up their kids. I came like right here, like, dang, you know, where my auntie at? Back then, they just had to call and you was free. They didn't have to walk into the office and check you out. I came out right here and I was waiting and seeing fire trucks go by, ambulances, and she pulled up and scooped me up. I didn't really understand what was going on. Big terror attack, September 11th, 2001, I was right here. Shoot, but in 5th grade, you know, you just trying to get by. You just trying to make it out. Go to the next grade. That's all you trying to do. That's all you really care about. Looking at stuff now, you could tell that they really cared and wanted to see you succeed. They value each and every student coming through here, man. Hey, we out here from the Sing-On. If you're from the north side, you from 5th Ward, you know there's two places where you can't get your boudin or your barbecue. You either go to Burt's off of Lounge or you come here to Sing-On right off of Cavalcade, man. Welcome to the north side, that boy. What's good? You straight? We out here living good in the 5th Ward, man. About to go see if they got some boudin or some dirty rice already ready.
Right place, right here. Right place, 5th Ward, 2 seasons, red boy status, you know what I'm talking about. Ooh-wee!
Already.
Hey, what's your name?
What's good? I'm that boy live. How you doing?
She knows. That's a rap.
Oh, yeah.
That's a rap.
Hey,
That boy live, shout out to that boy live.
We on the nose. A lot of stuff. I'm from here. I grew up right off the Wayne. Off the Wayne, close to Fleming.
Good, man. You got it.
Oh, yeah. We work.
Hang in there. Don't be doing like the other ones do.
Oh, yeah. I can't.
Yeah, don't be like the other ones, man.
We off of Wayne Street in 5th Ward at my grandma's house, man. Grandma Watt. Man, a lot of memories. Everything started here when I'm always showing love to 5th Ward, to the north. Without the north, you feel me, it would be no Dad Boy Live. This was the house my dad grew up in, my aunt. This was like the spot. Every New Year's, we definitely was here. Every New Year's, all the way till, you know, my grandma passed. Here it is. A lot of memories. A lot of good times. A lot of cookouts. It was all right here. They took me to school on most days, so when I was going to Betty Ross or when I went to Cashmere, they was the ones that my dad them, they'll drop me off here, go to work, and I shoot over there. I'll be here like 5 a.m. just to go to school for 7, go to school, then they come pick me up. Or my Aunt Jan, you know, she stayed on the other side of North Way side in City Gas over there. Either she'll bring me to school, and then we'll come back here, or however it linked up, or I come here, and they pick me up from here, and then bring me to school. A lot of memories here. Me and my cousin Shay, we spent a lot of time over here growing up. You know, drop us off. Hey, y'all going by grandma's today, man. We ain't like coming over here that often, but we made the most of it. With us being the youngest, me being the youngest grandchild of my grandmother and my grandparents, they treated me kind of special. A lot of times just kicking it on this porch right here. You can sit right here, you pull up, my grandpa Philip be right here, or my grandma White be right here. That's kind of like they was routine, you feel me? They was, oh, they do what grandparents do. Yeah, chill out here, go inside, take a nap. Always ready to cook something for you. With some tough time. Man, some true stuff, you know, you don't know what you got until it's gone. It seems like that's the way of life, you know. You don't cherish stuff, you just feel like it's always gonna be there. Then when it's not there no more, now it's like, now what? You feel me? Some stuff you take for granted. That's kind of how I feel, you know. Man. So you see over here, we got burglar bars on the outside, burglar bars on the inside. That's just something I grew up with, you know. I thought that was normal, you know. Gotta protect your own, protect the family. Even when I moved to the east side, you know, our house, probably like 1 of 5 in the whole doggone east side, Channelview area with burglar bars. This something that my dad was taught from a young age. You know, you gotta protect what's yours. That boy live, man. We on the east side, we in Channelview off of Littleport Street. This where it started right here. I showed y'all my first half of my life. This right here, this the second half. Grew up right here in this house. Me, my brother, my sister, my mom and my dad. You feel me? Till my dad passed. It was a good time. A lot of good things happened. When my family came from Louisiana, they'll come right here. Everybody would dive in here. When Katrina happened, all my family from Louisiana, they came right here to this house. Mean a whole lot to me. In Sterling Green South, man, Southside Sterling Green. Before there was a Sonoma Ranch and all that, the other part of Channelview, there was only Sterling Green South, Sterling Green North. That was it. Now the east side and Channelview done got so big, branched out so much over the past few years. We used to play football up and down the field, light pole to light pole. We'll go down that end and play basketball, man. We had it going on. Just kids being kids, living life. A lot of people done came and done moved on since then. People done passed, people done moved. It ain't really the same like it used to be. On a Saturday, you could not drive through here without seeing a bunch of kids outside, either riding bikes, playing some type of sport, hooping, football, all that, man. We used to get it in out here. Cold, rain, everything. You just see everybody out here, the whole block outside. I catch the bus right here, the school bus come, walk outside, it could be raining, I'll be in the garage. Just walk straight over there, hop on the bus, go to school. After my sister then moved out, my sister and my brother moved out, that was my room right up there. The house gray now, but it used to be red. When I lived here, it was red the whole time. A lot of stuff done changed. A lot of stuff done changed. One of the most tragic moments of my life, 11th grade, I was asleep. All I hear early in the morning, I hear my mom yelling my dad's name, my brother yelling my dad's name. I wake up, come to the top of the stairs in the house. I see my dad laid down, my mom over him crying, my brother over him, you know, trying to perform CPR, calling 911. Turns out my dad had passed from a heart attack that night. That's one of the most tragic moments of my life that I could still see everything that happened up on that day. That's one of the true reasons that I'd be like, man, it's a real God in this world, because my brother was actually living in New York at the time. He came home for a week. My dad was having a kidney operation. My dad had the operation on like a Sunday. He had to go back to the hospital down in St. Luke on a Monday. My brother came in town from that Sunday, and he was going back that Monday where my dad was going in for the checkup. That Sunday night, my brother was coming from the club. He walked in. found my dad collapsed on the living room floor. He instantly, wake up my mom, stop performing CPR. I kind of remember, my dad had yelled at me for something that night, and I was kind of hurt because I felt like, it wasn't no big deal. So upon him yelling at me, I wouldn't even go speak to him that night. So I remember getting to the top of the stairs, and he said my name, he's like, he called me Bub. He was like, Bub, I love you. I was like, all right, I love you too. I didn't think nothing of it. I just went to bed, went to sleep. Sometime between that time, between 12 and 4 in the morning, he must have died from a heart attack that night. Me and my mom, we ain't here. My brother had to walk in and find him dead on the floor. That was like instant change of my whole life. Changed the way I thought, changed the way I did stuff. Real impactful moment in my life. Nothing was ever the same from that day on. Right now, we're about to walk on down to McClearsby Street. My street was Littleport, but if you're from the east side, Sterling Green side, you know about 3 main blocks. McClearsby, Willersley, and Penagent. That's like some of the main blocks around here on the east side. Everybody knows McClearsby. That's where it went down. They had all the females, all the niggas lived all on McClearsby. We used to be playing sports, block for block. That's how we would do it. At that time, Channelview was, I want to say it was like demographics was set up a little differently, but at the end of the day, it's still east side. It's all love, Growing up on the east side, man, after spending majority of my time at my grandma's house on the north side in 5th Ward. When I first came to the east side, it was, kind of dicey situation. A lot of the African Americans, they treated me kind of differently. I ain't gonna lie, they kind of treated me kind of rough. Not all of them, a few of them. So I really clinged on to the Hispanic community, you feel me? They was kind of the first ones to show me love. So right now, when people always see me doing the hustle town stuff, working with Hispanic, Mexicans, the first people to embrace me, and I got to kind of learn their culture. All that because of coming up on the east side. They really took me in for who I was and who I came to be, so I could always show love to the Hispanic community, no matter what they is, the Latin community, all that, man. I really took home to how they do stuff, how they operate, how they see stuff as family, how they see you, how they bring you in. They real loyal. I learned a lot of loyalty from the Mexican culture. And it wasn't until I was a little older when everybody was rocking with me. Grew up on the east side, still to this day. Musically, it's a lot to prove. We got chips on our shoulders out here. They don't give us no love, no respect. You gotta really get out here, get it, have a whole lot of motion on the east side before they even take you seriously. That's kind of rough, but that's how life is. But Channelview, that's probably the first stop. If you coming from the east, coming to west, coming to eastern, Channelview is the first spot on the east side. If you coming like a little bit northwest, coming down 90, Pleasantville and Crosby, that's kind of like your first stops on the east side, coming from that way. Once you hit the 610 loop on I-10, everything inward is east side. That's kind of how we define it over here. Even if you went to Fur, which is HISD, that's still considered east side. But it's all love. We got our own movement going on right here. Not AC Part 2 dropping October 26th. It's gonna be a banger, man. One of the hardest projects I ever even heard. I made it. A lot of time went in, a lot of money went in for this project. I ain't dropped a project in about a year and a half, 2 years between Not AC 1 and Not AC 2. But on this one, we got a whole lot of bangers. We got Peso on there, Who That Is, just dropped. That Boy Live featuring Peso. We got a couple other surprise guests up on there. I got a Fast Lane straight up out of Acres Home up on there. A couple other surprises too. You really gotta stay tuned and check out the album. October 26th, the album. October 28th, the album release. It's gonna be big stuff popping. Dat Boy Live 13 is the IG. Dat Boy Live, everything else that's that with a D. Cause some people try to look it up, try to look me up. They be putting THAT. No, it's DAT. Dat Boy Live. We here, man. East side, north side. It's all love. Whatever y'all need, man, hit me up. Yeah, back in Channelview, it's been a long time. A lot of stuff done changed. Just ran into the old assistant principal, old coach Phillips out here, man. A lot of stuff done changed ever since know, back when I was here, it was Johnny Knox. Johnny Knox was the biggest person to ever come from Channelview. He was a wide receiver that used to play for the Bears. Back when I was in high school, they was like, Johnny Knox, Johnny Knox. Now it's a couple other famous people that done came out of Channelview. Everybody, the big name is Jalen Hurts. His dad was the coach, though, Coach Hurts. Everybody know him. But, hey, Channelview, see, they put a lot of money into the school system, put a lot of money into their stadium, into the field, to the parking lot. It's somewhere to be now, it's somewhere to be. It was always a good school, you know, always good stuff going on, a lot of good people coming from up out of here. But hey, this is where it's at, Channelview. This is where I went to high school, this is where I graduated from.